Kennel Club.
All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Dog Breeder Kennel Club coming to you with two hosts today since the other two couldn't make it either because they're busy crying somewhere. This is Polarboiyeahz with the homie Kazz.
Yeah, me.
That's right. Basically, our wait, what was I gonna say? All right, the other member, yeah, the other member of the podcast, 503 Nobody, that was supposed to be there in the first episode, could not make it once again after promising us because he's busy hanging out with his boyfriend again. I don't know what's going on between them two.
I
And
don't know.
yeah, and host Tyche from first episode couldn't make it because he's too busy simping over that one dude named Derek, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. He mentioned they're newly engaged.
Newly engaged again. They broke up before.
Yeah, they did. But they're back together now, and now Tyche wants to hang out with Derek. You know, like a simp, like a bitch.
Tyche and Derek be breaking up 24/7 like a Kit Kat.
Exactly.
So we are just gonna tell stories like always. So also really quick, just a little message to all the listeners. It is bros before hoes. Do not simp over anyone.
Do not. That is a
Not.
rule.
This podcast nearly killed itself today after one of the moderator homies ended up simping over Derek.
Exactly. Like, bro, stop hanging out with Derek. He's not good.
I don't know, man. He's always talking about Derek all the time, and it's either in two different lights. Either he loves and appreciates Derek, or I hate Derek. I hate Derek. He made me cry again.
Oh, Derek wouldn't buy me a new suitcase. Oh,
Derek wouldn't get off of me. I said no.
he's too heavy.
All right, so I'm gonna do a story time, but also just a little caution. The other moderators were told that they could join in on the podcast whenever. They could just drop in whenever they're able, so they might come in or not come in. All right, so story one. I don't even know if I have any other stories at the moment, but the first story is how I assaulted someone. All right, so Polarboiyeahz was in first grade. I don't know all the meticulous details of this all, but I walked into the bathroom, and this kid who I'm pretty sure was in fifth grade walked in. He had a pellet gun, as in those little pellets with like the metal coating on it, and he pulled it out on me for whatever reason. You know, no, I'm not pussy.
He's a gangbanger.
Exactly. He thought he was like a little gangbanger child. Because this was in Fort Worth. In Fort Worth, it's always these little kids that run around with like plastic guns and everything, shooting at everybody, trying to act hard. So basically, he pointed it at me, and like by reflex, for some reason, I pulled it out of his hand, and I immediately let it loose on his face. And I didn't know what kind of ammunition it was, so I just went for it. I could have gone to like serious trouble about that.
You could have fucking killed him, bro, without even knowing.
Exactly. I've never like publicly mentioned this before. I was like 6 years old or something. I don't even know how old I was. I was still very young, and I shot him in the face a lot of times with it. And then that's when I realized it was like the metal ones.
You must have fucked him up, bro. Holy
Yeah, like
shit.
I remember like later that week or something, I saw he had like marks all over his face. Like I probably disfigured him.
You probably did.
Yeah. But he never snitched on me or anything, because plus he literally started it. And this is what happens. You don't run up on someone like that.
Yeah, bro. Don't fucking pop your shit.
It was fully loaded and everything too.
Bro shot him like 10 fucking times.
Oh no. Some kids are just devious and then dubious activity. Yeah, and I miss my homie Tyche, but he's too busy chilling with Derek at the moment.
Bro, I thought someone else had joined the call for a second because I heard like Discord noises.
Yeah.
I got a bit confused.
Do you have any stories available at the moment, sir?
Any stories available?
In Jesus' name, amen.
Let me think. Let me think here. I mean, I mean, I was a
Going
bit
on?
of like a total retard.
Sure.
I was a bit of a retard in my
Oh,
youth.
oh no! Oh my gosh! I accidentally had my speaker thing turned off. I couldn't hear you.
Oh shit, bro! I'm gonna kill
Like
myself.
I freaked out. I was like, "What's going on?" Like I couldn't hear you, and I was
Oh
like,
damn.
"Brother, or amen, Kazz." And I was waiting for you to say something. All right, can you repeat what you said, brother Kazz?
Okay, so I was a bit of like a fucking retard in my youth, and it's more of a like embarrassing thing. Like it's nothing too crazy, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of a bit of a fuck. A retard because this kid he managed to trick me that I was going to die because I saw a dead bird, right? So like he tricked me that
Oh
I'd have
no!
like fucking E. coli in my dick or something.
Oh
Like,
no!
and like I was literally like bawling like a bitch in school. Like it was fucking horrible. Like people were staring at me, and I was getting all these looks and shit. And it made me cry even more because this kid tricked me that I was going to get E. coli in my dick. I'm
Wait,
like,
did he like specifically say your dick?
no, no.
Oh,
It was heavily implied that it would be
oh,
my dick.
just
It was
implied.
yeah, like this was in like what third grade?
Oh
Yeah,
no!
third grade. Like I don't even
No.
and, and like I'm most good friends with the dude, but like I don't know like I don't know, like he just decided to fuck with me, bro, and say I had E. coli in my dick, and I believed him. I don't know why.
Honestly,
It was
I feel like
horrible.
I feel like this is what stemmed your hypochondria later in life.
Bro,
Definitely.
I feel like it did. I feel like it did because like now I fucking see a symptom and I'm like, oh
Oh
shit, do I
no!
have it? Oh shit, do I?
Oh my gosh! Ah.
Like it freaks me the fuck out, bro. Like it's full on psychosis, bro.
So I that reminded me of something I realized while growing up. What I'm about to say is something all the goody two shoes that never done any drug or anything could relate to. I remember being in class. It was around fourth grade, I think. The dare, those dare police officers with like the DARE T-shirts and everything. They would walk into the room and they would talk about drugs. And one day he brought like a suitcase, and the suitcase literally had actual drugs inside.
What?
Like yeah, like there it was enclosed in the suitcase, but it was like an educational suitcase with like words written on it, and it would have like a label on it. It would say something like meth, coke, crack, weed.
Wait, he brought like actual meth.
Yeah, like actual meth. Like it wasn't like it was in categories though, and in the suitcase it was written descriptions of it, like very little amounts of it. I don't even know how that was legal or anything, but it
I,
was like an educational suitcase.
I feel like that's not legal. I don't know. Like that just
Oh
doesn't
no,
sound right
man.
to me.
Sometimes you gotta bend the rules to teach the kids a lesson. But I'm trying to what I was trying to say here is basically all those kids in that room, I am very sure that they are drug addicts now.
Really?
Yeah, like there is in the school I went to, that this is years later, but in the school I went to, all the kids, they were nice. Then boom, middle school comes up, and then they began smoking like vapes and all that stuff. They started having these crazy migraines in the classroom. They start freaking out. They were like, "I need nicotine," and it's like,
Oh
"Yo,
shit,
chill out." Yeah, it
bro.
gets
Like
nasty.
they got for real addicted to that shit. Wow.
Yeah, I remember growing up with like certain people in the classrooms just for their whole mood and behavior to switch up abruptly, like 2 years into school later. That's I feel like it's a big reason I've never tried anything before. I know what it comes with.
Yeah, honestly, like I have zero aspirations to like try any drug really. I mean, like
Yeah.
maybe weed one day, but like no hard shit like alcohol or anything.
Man, I love that crocodile.
Ooh, yeah, that crocodile, bro.
That black tar makes you feel funny.
Meth is funny. I love it. It tastes good.
Meth makes you feel like you could flip over a car
I could flip over a car.
without meth.
Exactly. So imagine with meth, bro. Like I could fucking become the incredible Hulk and flip over a school bus full of children.
You're gonna turn to the incredible Hulk Hogan,
Hulk
spit a
Hogan.
few N words here and there, get caught afterward. Mr. Hulk
Homosexuality
Hogan.
is a sin.
Homosexuality.
Nope.
And don't say that, man. I mean,
Oh no.
Tyke is gonna hear. He
Yeah,
already
bro.
knows how. He already knows about.
Yeah,
He already know about Derek and everything.
yeah. Tyke's gonna kill me if he hears this.
I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's comfortable with us mentioning about how he's gay or anything on the podcast.
I mean, I think he'll be fine with it. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, it's just more material for our podcast.
Exactly. He's gonna be like, "Yo, bro, why'd you say that about me, man? It's not even
It's
true."
like, man, you gotta just, he
Hey,
just
man,
has to like,
stop.
he just has to be confident about it. He shouldn't just be hiding from everybody anymore.
Exactly. Like that bitch named Susie that he rapped about. That's Derek, right? Like he
That's yeah.
changed the names.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember he sent us the lyric and it said Derek, and
yeah, yeah,
he was like, I
yeah.
want to go like Derek, and he was like, that money I inherit. Like that's what he said afterwards, but he changed it to Susie and changed rhyme after that.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't ready to come out to people like that, bro.
Yeah. We're just forcing him in this
Yeah,
episode.
I
Maybe
mean,
he'll
we
join the
forced
third
Gordon too.
episode. Yeah, Gordon, aka 503 Nobody. He hasn't really
Ooh,
said much about how he talked about his secret boyfriend on the side.
yeah, Gordon just said, "Oh man, that's cool. I'm glad people know now."
Yeah, he's not really speaking much about it. He doesn't care about anybody anymore. If you have a
Yeah, bro.
problem with it, it's your problem now.
He's been like hanging out with a furry for like the past month, and like he doesn't even talk to us no more.
Yeah, like he was in calls with us every couple of days and all that stuff. And then as soon as the podcast hit, hey, I'm going to go hang out with Jonathan again. Me and him are going to the park. We were holding hands the other day and whatnot. Like, can you at least make a schedule or something? You're ditching us.
Exactly, bro. Like it's sad, bro. Like he made me cry a few times when he said, "Oh, sorry, bro. I gotta go hang out with Wolfie, man."
Oh no, like, isn't Wolfie Jonathan's code name or whatever?
Yeah, bro. Like he's a whole ass furry.
Man, well, I'm scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do without my homies. They be ditching us.
No, man. Like Gordon hasn't been here twice in a row.
Ah,
I'm gonna cry on call.
I just thought of a really evil story.
What is it?
All right, so this is kind of foreshadowing my future career working at Walmart before I got fired again. But basically, the story begins with I was around 7 years old. I was still in Fort Worth, in Texas, and whatnot. I went into the restroom because I needed to go. I sat in the bathroom, and I still remember the smell. Like this traumatized me or something. Oh no, I have like PTSD from this or something. But I sat there. I made a poo poo, and it was like diarrhea. It like leaked onto the ground,
Oh no.
and like the whole stall I was in, like the whole floor, like no exaggeration, it looked like full on peanut butter. It was
Oh,
like a peanut butter flood in the bathroom.
oh no.
Like I feel like people are gonna think I'm lying, but it was a literal peanut butter floor. Like the floor was, and it was like ingested in the peanut butter.
You shat fucking sludge.
Literally, like I remember I mentioned a little bit of this to you, and you said it was like projectile pooping.
Yeah.
Like that's
Projectile.
legitimate. That's legitimately what it was. It was projectile pooping, and I've
Bro.
never done that ever again. I don't know what happened to
Sounds
me that day.
sounds so fucking gross. Like maybe you ate something bad though, or like drank soggy milk.
Maybe I gave myself salmonella one day or something. I don't know what it was, but
You
I
swallowed an egg, man.
the smell was weird. Like it didn't even smell like poop. It was like something different. Like I can't even no combination of words will explain what scent that was. Nobody's gonna know what went through my nose that day.
Bro, that sounds fucking horrible.
Yeah, and like the funny part was that my dad, he was like, he knew I went to the restroom, so he, for some reason, I'm assuming he knew I was taking too long or whatever. He walked in and was like, "Oh no," because like the floor
Did
is
he know
like,
it was you?
yeah, he knows it was me, and he
Oh
like
no.
walked through there and like pulled me out. And I don't know if this is just like a little false memory or whatnot, but I feel like I remember him walking. There's like poop footsteps in the bathroom.
Bro,
But honestly,
that's fucking
like,
horrible.
like if you think that's gross, I have like one more story that I just got reminded of. I know you should have went this time, but I'm just gonna cut you off right there, sir, because this
Oh
story is a
man.
lot worse. It's a lot less poop, but it's even worse
Still
in
poop.
it's worse in the moral standard. I'm just gonna come up with an alias for this dude. We were in school together since fifth grade because I moved after the pedophile teacher. But
Yeah.
I moved here after that, and it was 5th grade. He was one of the first people to talk to me. He was like, "Hi, my name is." Let's say his name is Craig. We're just gonna give him the name Craig Hamilton. And Craig Hamilton was like, "Yo, yo, yo." He didn't say it like that. He's really white, but he's like, "Yo, man, welcome to school," and whatnot. Then other kids in the school was like, "Don't talk with him. He's weird." And I just thought it was just people bullying him or something. Until like over time, I realized he was like really off kilter and actually kind of concerning. And
For real?
yeah, he
Wait,
smelled
like,
really bad.
oh, okay,
Yeah, and
okay, I got you.
his legs. Whenever he was scratching his legs a lot, so he had like all these gashes in his legs from him scratching them all
Oh,
the
what
time.
the fuck?
Yeah, and I noticed his ankles, like you know how like behind your foot there's like that weird. It's not. It's like above your heel, and like connects your
Yeah,
calf to your leg. I don't know what that part is called, but it's like a little tube or whatever.
your Achilles tendon.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
his were like lumpy,
Oh
like
wow,
like you.
lumpy.
Yeah, they're like lumpy. I don't know how to describe
What
it.
the fuck?
Have you
Like,
ever
what
like?
was he like heavy?
Yeah, he was.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
have you ever like gotten a pink eraser? It's like in the shape of a rectangle, like drew on it, like
Uh huh.
kept scratching the pencil into it, and it looked like a mixture of like gray and like pink nastiness.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could describe how these tendons look. They looked disgusting,
That
and
fucking sounds terrible.
yeah, and I went into the restroom one day, and he went in there first. So as soon as I walked in, there's like a line of kids there waiting for him to walk out or whatever. No, they were no matter of fact, they weren't even waiting for him. They were waiting for the stall next to him because somebody was in there. Nobody used the stall that kid Craig was sitting in because it exponentially just smelled terrible when they're nonstop. Like it would
Ugh.
always smell bad, and the janitors never cleaned it. They never
Never.
cleaned that stall. They never cleaned his stall at all. And one day I actually went into his stall. Like, no, it was the same day. I walked into his stall after he left, and it smelled really bad. And on the wall, he would like put poop on the wall with his fingers.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and my friends were in there with me, and I was like, "Oh no, Craig left those." I called them caveman drawings on the wall.
No.
Like he would like put his fingers on the wall with poo poo on them, and he would like drag it around like he was finger painting. And
Oh,
another day, we went into the restroom together. This other kid, I'm gonna give him another alias to say his name is Kyle, or no, say his name is Keith Cozart, like Chief Keith. So basically, Chief Cozart went into the same stall as him, sat down while everybody was in there waiting for like another star or just talking around. And as soon as Keith Cozart sat down, we heard like a nasty like sludge noise. Then he like got up and was like, ah. Basically, that dude sat on Craig's poo poo.
oh, fuck! What? He like what the fuck?
Yeah, he pooped on the toilet seat.
Pooped on the bro. Like I heard about kids like that, but like I never.
You never went to school with one.
No, no. Like I always just heard about like kids like throwing shit on the walls and shit.
Yeah, like oh no.
Bro, that's fucking nasty.
Like he was full chimpanzee mode when he went to the restroom. Like full on brown snowball fight with himself. He- that dude, I still feel bad about that other dude sitting on him on the poop. He sat on the doo doo, and we were in there to witness it. Like we weren't seeing him, but we heard the
Bro,
horrors going
did he
on
call
in
home?
that house. I don't even know what happened after that. All I know is he sat on the poo poo, and everybody heard that sludge. Like it sounded like something getting stepped on. It was really gross, and everybody was in there laughing after that. We were like, "Oh no, oh you sat on it."
I never understand kids like that, bro.
Yeah,
They're
there's something seriously wrong with him. And the crazy part was in 5th grade, like I saw his mom, that same Craig dude's mom. I saw his mom, and she had like a mixture of like like hair colors, like hair dyes, and it was so much hair dye that it looked like, you know, when you're painting like watercolors in the classroom that one day in like 3rd grade,
hmm.
like you know how you mix up every single color, it looks really ugly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what her hair looked like. Like I feel like his parents weren't like good parents or something because he didn't even have a dad. his dad was like a cop or something, and whenever people like mention it, he'd be like, "Stop it, man! I'm gonna get my dad to arrest you." And everybody's like, "You don't even have a dad. What do you mean?" And it was just like you might be like, "Dude, why is everybody so mean to him? Maybe he's just not, maybe he's just kind of not into it or whatever." But no, this dude was like a terrible person at the same time. He was not a good student. Like he
I'd
smelled like poo
imagine.
poo. Yeah, he's like he's exactly what he smells like. His character is exactly what his stall smells like.
Fucking gross.
Yeah, and in that same school, in that same fifth grade, when I met him because I moved from like the pedophile teacher and all, but in that same grade, me and this kid were trading Pokemon cards. His name, I'm just gonna disguise it. Let's say his name is. I didn't we use the name Carl in the last podcast.
Maybe. I don't quite
All right.
remember.
Yeah, me neither. Let's say his name is Carl. I know that's
Yeah.
actually really close to his real name. I would say it's Carl with a K. Right, so Mr. Carl with a K and I traded Pokemon cards, and I'm pretty sure he probably finessed me or whatever, but I don't care anymore. But I went into the restroom to go look at them because I like looking at collectibles and just staring at them in the bathroom or whatever. I like being like, "Oh yeah, look what I got! Oh yeah!" And it was before the classroom, like the class even started. But this kid saw my legs in the stall. Like it was in the stall with the toilets and all that stuff. So I was just standing there, and he noticed my feet pointing inward instead of the other direction. And for some reason, he snitched on me.
Wait, he snitched on you for that?
Yeah, like I don't know what he did. Like I was just standing there looking at my Pokemon cards, and when I walked out, the class started. Then they're like, "All right, students, everyone out." Everybody just stood outside of the classrooms, lined up, and they're looking at everybody's shoes, and he matched my shoes. They're like, "All right, what were you doing in that restroom?" I was like, "What?" Like they, for some reason, I got snitched out for counting Pokemon cards in the stall.
Bro.
Like why is he looking at my feet in the stall? Like mind your business. That dude is on
Bro.
some
Or
weirdo
like,
activity.
what if he thought you were like vaping or something, or like
Dude,
snorting cocaine?
honestly, I feel like I was more autistic at the time, so I feel like I don't know if vaping was even like prominent around that time period. Maybe it was. Maybe that's exactly what they thought. I was oblivious at the time. I was literally just counting Pokemon cards.
You're,
I didn't even
bro,
know what vaping
yes.
was. Like I didn't even know what vaping was. I basically had like the mind of like a 10-year-old or something at the time. Or
You're
wait, aren't you like
innocent.
10 years old if you're in fifth grade?
May 12,
So,
12 or so.
right, basically, I was a little stupid at the time. That's basically what it was. I didn't know what vaping was. Maybe that's what they thought it was. Yeah, they snitched on
It
me
sounds
for
like
counting
it.
Pokemon cards. Yeah,
Or like they just hate the drip, you know?
yeah, and it's crazy 'cause it was the first time I ever bought basketball shoes because I was thinking of buying different shoes. And I was like, I want basketball shoes. And I still remember what the shoes were. They were like these dookie looking blue and white and ones.
Oh, that's whack.
At first I had like no game, I had no style or nothing, I had no drip. I'll just pick out whatever looked cool to me, like whatever looked shiny and eye catchy or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'll get these right here. These white and blue nasty looking and ones. They look shiny to me. They look like plastic. I wore them that one day just to get snitched out the day I wore them to school.
And you never wore them again, did you?
No, I still wear the same shoes.
Oh wow.
I never picked out these like basketball looking shoes ever again. And I look back on it and I'm like, no, I'd snitch on someone for wearing those shoes now. Like you wearing those nasty looking shoes, I'm a snitch on you.
They're just hating the drip, you know?
They're like, oh, this kid, he's wearing these nasty looking shoes. I'm a snitch on him.
It's drip, man. Stop hating.
Uh, oh no. You have any school stories also?
You know, honestly, like school for me, like I usually like mostly like kept to myself. Like, well, no, like I still like knew people. You know, like I wasn't a fucking loser. But I think okay, I think I know one.
Yeah, you had like a
So
little circle going on.
yeah, like you know, I had a friend. Uh, he was a redhead. He was also Jewish. Uh,
Oh.
So that's kind of a bad combo, you know.
I mean, be sure to keep him away from Kanye.
Kanye wasn't like that, man.
Oh no! Right, you could continue now, brother
And
Kazz.
and he stole my water bottle, right? And we were outside in the field for film class, right?
Yeah.
And so when he stole my water, he was a bit on like the chubby side. So when he started running, I decided, you know what, I'm going to chase him and I'm going to get my water bottle. Because you know, I didn't want his greedy Jewish hands all over it, you know.
Yeah.
And so while he was running, I caught up to him and I tackled the shit out of him, right? And he was wearing beige pants, right? Keep that in mind, right? Like he was wearing
Babies?
beige pants. No, like
Oh,
beige pants, beige
you're wearing
pants.
baby clothes. Like,
And like when I tackled him, this motherfucker got dirt on his pants, and he literally screamed at the top of his lungs at me, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" And that kind of spooked me a bit, bro. Like that kind of spooked me, you know. So then I started running, right? Because he started chasing me now,
did he catch
and
up?
at the field there was like a fucking fence, right? And it's a decently sized fence. I fucking army hop over that shit, right? And like I literally fucking rolled over the fence, and like I thought I was gonna fall on my ass, but I landed on my feet magically, and
Oh,
I threw my water bottle over it as I was running before I hopped over. So then when I did that, bro, like he fucking opened the gate, and I could have done that the whole time. Like the gate was like completely unlocked, so I didn't even need to jump over it and shit. And this
yeah.
motherfucker opens the gate. He grabs me like a bear hugs me, and then he fucking slams me on the gravel.
Oh,
And then I'm just laying there laughing my cock off because it was kind of funny, you know, like having his hands fucking grab me with all the money he had on him, you know.
on that cash register he had on him.
All that money. But moral of the story, I got my water. I
I
got my
saw.
and I got my shit slammed. It
Yeah.
was And I think that's the day we were trying to like film like a cop style fucking short film.
Oh, wait. What grade were you in?
Freshman year.
Dude, I thought you were talking about this like you're in like in third grade or something.
Nah,
Like,
nah,
what are you
bro.
doing getting flipped
Nah,
over
nah,
by him?
no, bro. This shit was for freshman year.
Oh my god, bro. I was thinking, I was picturing you like in like third grade, not this
Oh,
this
nah,
dude,
no,
like
bro.
tossing you around.
No, bro. And my friend, my Jewish friend, he was a senior at the time. So
Oh,
there's that. So we basically committed assault on a minor, bro.
there's nothing. I do the same thing.
Same, bro. I fucking love assault on a minor.
When you mentioned, wait, this was outside, right, near the fences and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, outside.
This that gave me a memory I forgot I had. But you know how I said how I moved away from Fort Worth and not at fifth grade.
Uh huh.
This was before I moved away. This was when I was still in Fort Worth with the pedal teacher, and we went outside. And there's like these dumpsters outside, these big green metal dumpsters. And me and all the students, we went outside. You know, there's a little pick up trash, you might win something sort of thing. We went outside. I didn't care about picking up trash to win. I was just picking up trash to pick up trash. And we were out there, and we saw a used underwear with like a poo poo stain on it outside.
Really?
Yeah, like it was at the
Uh,
school district. Like who left this around?
bro, bro, what fucking school you go to?
It was like I was in Fort Worth. I was in like the Mexican part of it because at first before I moved there, I was also in Fort Worth, but I like the black part of it. Like I don't know where I lived at. Only because I was in Fort Worth. I never looked at the street signs or cared about what side of Fort Worth it was. I never cared about this stuff. All I know is that I lived in the hood no matter what when I was living there. Like in the first neighborhood before that, it was like I was at this all black school. There was only a couple brown kids like me, and our teacher was named Miss Birmingham. And yeah, it was a very different atmosphere. A lot of little badass little boys and all that sort of stuff. Then we moved into another neighborhood, and it was a lot of Mexican kids and black kids. While the Mexican kids were also like little badass kids, they're like, "Mm, mm." And when I was living there, there's this one Mexican kid, and at the time I didn't know there was white Mexican people. No idea. I had no idea they existed. So I was just chilling there. There's this white kid. His name was Felipe. I don't care about giving him an alias. He doesn't deserve one. But he had a dad, and his dad was like an 80-year-old Mexican dude. Like I don't know why his dad is so old. Maybe it's like an adopted grandfather or something. But he was like this older brown dude that like sat outside of his porch all day long on his rocking chair. And one day I met Felipe, that white boy, and I forgot what the conversation came to, but he was like, "Yeah, I'm Mexican." I was like, "No, you're not. Get out of here." And
Stop it, bro. You're not.
yeah, and down the street there was like this one house, and everybody in that house was an immigrant. Like nobody spoke English. One of the inhabitants of that residence was an Asian lady. I think she was Vietnamese because there's like a prominent Vietnamese population where I lived at. It was a Vietnamese lady, some African dude, and some Mexican guy, I think. And all they do was like go in their garage and play cards and smoke. And one day I was walking past there to go back home, and that Vietnamese lady approached me. It was like a big, like little, like it was like those, those little tea containers, and they're like in the size of a
Uh,
jug or something.
yeah.
Yeah, well, she gave me that like dust tea. That's like that powder tea. She was like, "Ah, yeah, yeah." I was like, wait, what? What are you saying? I had no idea what she was telling me because she was speaking Vietnamese, and but she was like making like the gestures, those little hand signs, being like, "Yeah, take this with you." And I'm like, okay. But one day I was walking from school and Felipe was there, and for some reason I don't know why, but I packed like a BB gun on me. It was a shotgun one. It was like those see-through plastic ones, and I pulled it out on him because, oh, now that I remember, it's because I was walking past the yard sale, and this $20 bill flew out the person's hand, and when I picked it up, they saw me get it. They're like, "No, you can keep it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he started trying to get it off of me. That Felipe kid, he saw me get $20. He tried getting it off me, and I ended up like beating him up in public on the street.
Did you
And
shoot
then,
him?
yeah, I just beat him. And then the next day, I brought the little plastic pellet BB gun, shotgun, see-through thing, and he tried beating me up because he was on a bicycle. He would like chase me with it or whatever. And instead of like running or on all that stuff, I ended up just shooting him down off the bicycle with the BB gun. He's like, ah.
And he started crying, right? I'd imagine.
Yeah, he started crying. And that same dude, like me and him would like get into like a lot of stuff. I don't know what was my mindset at the time because this one time it was nighttime. Me, him, and other people were like in this weird street brawl argument or whatever. And they threw a brick at us. And they threw a full on brick. And it like
Oh,
smashed like they smashed into like a car window. And all I know is that the police came around, but none of us ever got in trouble. They never knew who it was.
oh wow.
Yeah, we were like 6 at the time or whatever. I don't even know what was going on.
Y'all were shitting yourselves.
Yeah, basically it was like this weird little blood feud going on between
Fucking war.
these two. Yeah, it was a full on war, and that's also the same neighborhood where the police ended up going into my house because I was I don't know what was going through my mind here either, but I was just putting rocks into people's mailboxes. I was just getting like these little pens and putting in their mailboxes. And one day, some neighbor snitched on me, called 911 for whatever reason. They came to my house. They're like, I don't even remember what they were saying, but they were like talking to my parents. And then afterwards, my parents were like, "Don't put that in their mailboxes anymore." And I'm like, "Okay." I
Bro,
didn't care.
they probably thought it was like a pipe bomb or some shit.
I don't know what was going on in that neighborhood. All I know is that they probably thought it was like drugs or something because they also suspected of like they also called the cops on us another day because they thought my dad was like a drug dealer because he fixes cars and every once in a while he'd come home in a new car like every week, and they thought he was like a drug dealer, and they called the cops on us because of that. Basically, people need to
Because
mind
he's
their
brown, man.
business. Yeah, that's right.
He's brown, man.
They need to mind their business. Like y'all don't know what's going on. We're just trying to get money out here.
He was selling meth, man.
They thought we
That's
had
the truth.
drugs. They out here. They stereotyping us.
They're stereotyping you, man. Help.
But yeah, we don't live there no more. We live with them. young white folk. I mean, they're not even young. They're all like, it's like a retirement community. It's just old dudes everywhere.
Like 50 plus.
Yeah, it's a lot of older guys where I live at now. Like, I've met a lot of 80-year-olds here.
Do they pay you for doing stuff?
I don't know. When I was at Walmart, though, like, I
Oh
was
man.
at the register, and this older white lady, she was there with this other white person, and the person that was with the older lady was like, "You're handsome. Are you related to Omar Sharif?" And I was like, "What the hell?" Like they thought I was related to that Egyptian actor dude because me and him have the same name, and I was also told I look Middle Eastern and whatnot. I don't know.
You are Middle Eastern, bro. It's the truth.
I gotta be. People keep
You
asking if
have
I
to be.
am. Like every couple years, like every once in a while, in like social situations, people ask about my ethnicity, and then they're like, "Oh, I didn't think you were that. I thought you were like Egyptian." Like,
Bro,
why? Why?
you were from Iran, man.
I gotta be. Maybe I'm adopted.
You are adopted. I adopt you, bro. That's the truth.
Have you ever had any older person like randomly talk with you, whatever, in public?
I think maybe once, but like really not often. Actually, my brother, like he used to fucking like talk to literally any stranger he'd see in the store, no matter where it was. Like he'd literally talk to anyone,
Oh
just like
no.
randomly. Like he'd randomly turn to him, say hi, and start trying to have a conversation with him. And like most people, like were trying to like shuffle away all awkwardly.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna scuffle out of here. I want to talk with you.
Like he was like fucking what 5 at the time, I believe.
Oh, he's
That shit.
5.
Yeah, like no. At the time, it was like nowadays he fucking hates talking to people. He's older than
Oh,
me though.
oh, he's older than you.
He's older than me. He's
Wait, so he's
18.
wait, so who's the autistic brother? Is it him?
Yeah, yeah, it's him.
I don't know why, but I just thought he was younger than you. I thought he was like
Really?
13 or something. Yeah.
Nah, bro. He's full on 18, bro.
Oh,
That real shit.
like I don't know if he was. I don't know if people over there were like scuffling away from him because it was Atlanta, or if that's just
I
like
think
my. Is it like that in Atlanta?
uh I think we actually lived in Indiana at the time.
Yeah, you live in Indiana.
Yeah, yeah. Like okay, so like we like moved from Indiana when I mean no from Georgia because I was born there, right? So
Yeah.
we moved from there when I was like really young and lived in Indiana for about 8 years, right? And then whenever I was
Yeah.
like what 14 or something, we moved back to Georgia.
14.
Been here ever since.
Dang. So you were that real hip hop artist
Yeah,
born
bro.
and bred in Atlanta,
Yeah, man. That real shit.
kind of like Andre 3000 and Young Thug.
I think I was born in Gwinnett County.
What county?
Gwinnett.
I've never heard of that.
It it's Atlanta,
Man, I don't think
pretty
that
much.
exists. And if I never heard
Damn,
of it, then it's probably some
damn,
Mandela effect.
damn,
I
bro.
don't
That's
know what
true.
that is.
That's
If
true,
I don't know
bro.
what that is, it doesn't exist until now.
That's true. It's true, bro. Hey, man, I don't exist, man.
This is just a figment of their imagination.
Bro, like in reality, yeah, Yeahz has been talking to himself the whole time.
It's just me.
Bro, like you've been talking to yourself the whole time. You don't exist, buddy. Well,
So
I
like,
don't.
yeah,
Fuck.
this podcast isn't even real.
I know, right? Like Gordon, who's that? I've never heard of him.
I never even heard of Derek.
Who the fuck's Derek?
Exactly.
Who's Tyke, man?
Tyke. Tyke's real name is Matthew. Oh no, I was supposed to say his real name.
Bro, you said his real name.
Who cares? He's stuck here now.
Oh no. I mean, I can bleep it out if you want. Nah, fuck
No,
that.
we're keeping it.
We're keeping it.
This is his punishment for skipping out on us.
Yeah, my
Also,
Gordon's name is well, it's Gordon.
someone might end up joining podcast.
Bro, like,
Wait,
I can't believe they weren't here today, man. They're being racist.
I'm about to cry. I'm gonna cry.
Like type like drop the new song today that I mixed. Because you know, I'm that hot.
Wait, I'm
Like,
trying to concoct another story. Do you know any stories at the moment?
uh, ooh, I think I remember one. I think I was at my cousin's house for spring break one
That was
year.
1 year, 1 day.
One day, yeah. And like I was there for for spring break, and we were like using like golf balls, like we had pucks. I think they're called. Wait, are they called? What
What,
the fuck are they
golf
called?
balls? Or
The
like,
metal thingies you used to hit the golf ball. What the fuck are they
yeah,
called?
yeah, those are called golf clubs. That literally gave me a memory,
Okay,
a specific memory in mind. Also,
yeah, like we were like hitting them in the backyard and shit, right? And my dad was like standing behind me, right?
yeah.
And like I kind of like fucked up, but whenever like I was about to do it, and like I swung back way too hard, and I nailed him right in the sack.
Oh, wait, did a ball hit him or the whole club?
The whole club hit him right in the sack.
You killed him.
And like, and it was actually fucking hilarious to me at the time. And like people were saying, "Man, that's not funny, man." And I was like, "Yes, it is, man. It's funny.
It's funny,
Y'all don't know
man.
real hip hop. Y'all don't know it."
That's some bars right there.
And I never got in any trouble for it because it was an accident and all. But like, still, it was fucking hilarious.
Wait, how
I
old were
enjoy
you?
that moment. Well, shit. 13 maybe.
Oh,
It could be
why were you
way
13? For some
wrong.
reason, I was expecting you to be like 8 years old during this.
No, I'm pretty sure I was like 13, 13 or
Right.
12, either
I'm
one.
about to I'm about to spit up my golf club story. I was
Do
in
it,
Fort
man.
Worth. This was like fourth grade. We moved into this one house, and the people that sold us the house had golf clubs in the backyard. And it
Mhm.
was like it was like, you know how golf clubs have like that suit. It's not a suitcase, but it's like a container with them, and it has like zippers on it, and they also stick out on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of golf clubs, and me and my brother, his alias is Huggy. Me and him were in the golf in the backyard with the golf clubs, and we would like, I don't even know what we were doing, but we were like getting pieces of plastic, like black plastic that was like broken off of something, and we would break them into pieces and like throw them at each other. Like we would throw them at each other as they were like ninja stars. We literally called them ninja stars. We were like, like during me and him would be like, "Watch this! I'm the Matrix. Throw it!" And we were like trying to dodge them every time we threw them at each other. And whenever we got hit, of course, it hurt a lot. But we still did it anyway. We're like, watch this, I'm the Matrix. And now, like, try to thing where they would, like, bend backwards and dodge it. And we would either do that by throwing it at each other or with golf clubs. And later, we moved into another house. This was the house where that Felipe kid was at, that little white Mexican dude. This was at this time. And I went home to school, and all the doors, everything was locked. Nobody was home. And when I got there, I lost my mind. I for some reason, like, I'm assuming I was bipolar or whatever at this moment because I'm bipolar. But I don't know what happened here. I just got angry with everything, and I broke the window. Like, I punched it really hard, and then my arm started bleeding all over. But I wasn't crying. I didn't care. I just broke the window, and there's like glass shards on my arm. Yeah, then later my parents came in. That's when I started crying because I got worried about how they would react with the window being broken. And they came over, they're like, "Oh no!" Like they weren't mad at me or anything. They're more concerned about the fact that I had glass in my arm.
Did you end up like going to like the hospital?
Oh no, I don't even know what we
Or is
did
it
after that. All I know is that we stayed home.
wow? So you
Yeah,
punched like a whole window out.
yeah, I punched the whole window out.
God damn.
I think I look back on it because there's this film where Magic Mike, what's the actor's name?
Fuck.
Channing
I
Tatum.
don't know.
Channing Tatum, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I've never even watched Magic Mike. Don't suss me out over that. But
Oh,
I'm Channing Tatum. There's this one movie where he did like, I forgot what he did, but he legitimately broke glass with his head and bled on set.
ah.
And I was thinking about like, for some reason he was really into that role and decided to take it further and bash his head into the window of like the bathroom mirror. And I was looking back on my past and how I punched that window, and I was thinking if I was acting in a film, would I genuinely punch the glass just to bring up the reality of the film? And then I was thinking of whether I would actually like take the step and actually punch a glass again. And I was kind of thinking, what was going through my mind when I actually broke the glass and bled everywhere? Like
bro.
I look at it now and I'm like, dude, I was insane. Why did I do that?
I
Then
mean,
I think of it now and I'm like, maybe it didn't hurt as much. Maybe I could still do it.
for real though, like like the cool thing about like actors that like they like go to like all the lengths to make sure it hits. You know?
Yeah, that's what makes me want to become an actor.
Yeah.
Though, see.
I don't know. Like acting seems fun, but like I don't think I'd be any good at it at all.
I feel like I'd want to get in on it, and I'd try to be like the best actor. Like when I heard about these certain actors doing these things to their body, going like these great lengths, it makes me want to like take it because with music and art, I feel like I'm really dedicated and all that, but I
Like
feel like
you,
people don't notice it. So I
you
feel like
see the shit that Christian Bale does for
yeah, like
roles.
he became anorexic in that Machinist
Exactly.
movie. I never even seen it, but like I look at it, and I'm like, what the hell? Like it is crazy because if you looked into it, the director said that he had his role didn't even require him to lose weight. He just did it on his own.
Bro. Like he literally like fucks his body for the role, which is what I think is really good dedication to a role.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I want to do something like that, like not on an extreme level, but like some sort of extreme where nobody would still do it, but it's not as crazy as like the Christian Bell thing.
Yeah, like Christian Bale's on another level.
Yeah, like Shia LaBeouf, he's by far like in my top 10 favorite actors. I don't care what he did. He already made up for all that stuff he did anyway. But he's one of my favorite actors because in that one movie, I haven't seen it yet, but he has a film called Fury. And on set, he like called someone over and he was like, "Watch this." And he cut his face open with like a blade or something.
Oh
But
wow,
he wanted like a real scar on the film.
wow! Like he
Yeah,
for real like did that like no special effects or anything.
yeah, that scar on his face in the film is
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
yeah, and people were saying how he wouldn't bathe on the set, so they would get angry on. They would get angry at him about it. He wanted to like look and smell dingy.
Oh,
Like I don't know why about the smell thing though. Like, dude, no one's gonna smell you through the film. That part wasn't even necessary.
I get. I I guess like it adds effect.
Yeah,
I guess.
I remember how they said it made the other actors angry with him. So like the anger, whatever they showed on the film was real.
Like they're for real pissed at him for smelling
Yeah,
like shit.
like that's why I like certain actors could have like these sort of stories about them. Just like, well, these guys are actually dedicated, and that's what I want to do. Because like with the art and all that stuff, I feel like I'm dedicated, but people never take it serious. So I feel like if I did a film and they saw it, they'd be like, "Oh, this guy actually wasn't kidding." That's what I want to do.
Or like Heath Ledger, right?
Yeah, yeah, he's dead, right? The
Yeah,
Joker.
yeah.
Rest in
I
peace,
think he
Heath
overdosed.
Ledger. Yeah, I think so too.
And like his Joker performance in Dark Knight, I believe, was fucking great.
Yeah, I've seen it before, but I don't remember much of it.
Bro, like it's fucking awesome. Like I don't know, like there's something about a Heath Ledger that I like a lot more than the other Joker actors. I don't know,
Yeah,
like I don't
because
know.
that's the only Joker I remember out of like the whole past of every Batman film I've seen. That's the most memorable one.
I mean, I know Jack Nicholson played as Joker once.
Yeah, the older Joker.
Yeah, well, like in like what, the 70s, I think he did,
Maybe.
or was it
Oh, that
80s?
isn't that with like Adam West?
No, I don't think he was in the one with Adam West. The Adam West one was more like like a cartoony vibe to it, and that was in the 60s, I believe.
What are you doing in here?
Help!
What are you doing in here?
I'm naked.
It's
Get
my
off!
podcast. Get out of here.
I'm naked.
He's naked. Get out of here.
He's
He's
naked.
naked.
Help! Oh,
Get out
what
of
do you
here.
on about, man?
Get out of here.
What are you on about?
My brother walked in and out. I don't even want to edit this out. Keep this in.
he walked. He walked in to see you naked.
He walked into the room. Basically, wait, what was I even gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we
I
were
don't
talking about
know.
Adam West and all that. So like a little bit
Yeah.
of that. Basically, the only thing I remember about Heath Ledger's Joker was when he was like, "Want to see a magic trick or whatever?" He like bangs the pencil into that dude's
Oh
head.
yeah, that's the best.
That's like one of the like craziest looking scenes I've ever seen.
But like, what about the hospital scene though? Like where he was like blowing it up and shit.
I feel like wasn't he wearing like a doctor's coat?
Yeah, I think he was wearing a nurse's outfit.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember. I don't really remember the movie besides that one pencil scene. That
I
also reminds
remember a
me,
few.
like, I also remember Danny DeVito acting as the Penguin.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Never saw
Which one
that.
was that? Yeah, which one was that?
I honestly have no idea, but I would watch. I would sometimes watch Batman in Spanish because there's like Spanish television channels, and they would put on this one Batman film. I don't remember who was Batman. I think it was Christian Bale. I think, but Danny DeVito. Wait, was Christian Bale Batman in like the '90s? Whatever.
No, no.
Dang, I don't know. My film stuff is off the hook. I don't know much about film dates and everything. I'm barely getting into them right now.
Yeah, like
Uh,
Christian Bale was like the Dark Knight series,
yeah, Dark Knight
which
was
was
with
like
Danny
what
DeVito.
2010s.
Yeah, it's like early 2000s. I think was the
Yeah,
early 2000s and 90s films have similar looking film qualities to it. I get confused. But Danny DeVito was Penguin, and he was by far one of the most repulsive looking characters I've ever seen in film.
I mean the Penguin is a pretty gross character though.
Yeah, in the film, the Penguin, aka Danny DeVito, he'd be like chomping down live fish.
Really?
Yeah, he would like do it in the film. I don't know if he actually ate the fish on the
I don't.
film. It looked like he
I,
did.
I I'd hope not. That sounds fucking gross.
Like when you see Danny DeVito now, you think of him like as a funny actor. You know, you think of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Then you forget he played in that Batman film as like some maniacal, nasty character eating fish with a pointy nose. He looked like midget
Yeah.
Gru. I don't even know much about
You know,
like
like
his
I,
film
I had
works.
no idea that Steve Carell played Gru. And I had no idea.
I think when Despicable Me came out, I didn't really think of Steve Carell until like later on.
Bro, like I literally learned that Steve Carell played him like a few months ago. Like this whole time I had no fucking idea.
You didn't even care to look it up.
No, bro. Like I just never looked it up.
Uh, that is.
But you know, Steve Carell will always be Michael Scott to me, to be honest.
Michael Scott, isn't that from The
The
Office?
Office. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Like that's
I
his best role.
It's funny because I used to watch The Office from time to time, but I've never seen the pilot, so I never knew why they're like standing in front of cameras and stuff. Or like during that little one-on-one interviews until when I was working at Walmart, the pilot came on. Then it said something like, "All right, guys, Ginger Muffin is under investigation for like a scheme, like a scam." I was like, "What the hell? Is that really how it started?" Like, I didn't
Bro,
know
like
that was it.
I for real gotta finish The Office though. Like I never ended up finishing it.
I feel like watching it, but I don't know.
It's fire.
Wait, didn't it start like in the early 2000s?
I think somewhere around
Because
there.
like I remember how in some episodes the quality is kind of different compared to the newer ones.
Yeah, yeah. But like I don't know, like I think I might watch up until Michael Scott isn't there anymore.
Till he kills
Be-
himself.
Because I guess Steve Carell like eventually like leaves the show. So I might watch up until then.
Is the office still going?
No, I think it ended, but like I think like the last two seasons has like no Michael Scott until like what the last episode.
I,
That's just what I heard though.
honestly, I don't even know why anyone would watch it without him.
I don't know, man. Like the Office is at its peak with Michael Scott. Like
The
I don't think I'd enjoy the Office as much if Steve Carell isn't in it.
Office, The Office. Steve Carell. I've never really seen The Office like that. Like I don't remember much anymore, but I used to watch it. But yeah, I was at Walmart watching it, and there's this dude that worked there, and this guy is like, I don't know what his mental thing is, but he acts like a child, and I don't even remember his name anymore. But let's see, his alias is now his alias. is Marcus. He's this older white dude. He's like in his early 30s. He is definitely mentally different, handicapped in a way. And should I tell you a stale kind of funny story
Tell
or
me,
a more
man.
serious one that makes you angry?
The make me mad. Yeah, do it.
All right, basically, he was. I feel like I say basically a lot, but I'm just gonna keep saying
You
it. I
do.
don't care anymore. I say it too much. That's my filler word. People are gonna get mad at me. Okay, so this kid, his name is not Marcus, but we're gonna say it's Marcus. He's clearly mentally handicapped. I have videos of him on my phone because I recorded him while we were eating lunch together. Because a lot of coworkers would obviously talk with him and all that. He was really outgoing. He would talk with anybody. But of course, the people that work at Walmart here, they are booty holes. They are not nice people. So they're always like, "Get to work," and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and one day he said he was working at. Wait, is there a Kroger? You know what Kroger is?
Yeah.
All
Obviously,
right. Just making sure it's not a Texas thing because basically he used to work. I just said it again. Okay, he worked at Kroger, and he said that he left after working there because the people there would throw rocks at him while he was working.
wow.
Yeah,
Really?
like the workers would throw rocks at him. I don't
That's
know if it
fucked
was
up,
I don't know if it was ever let out later or not. But I feel like if not, I'm just gonna give Kroger a review and let everybody know how they treat handicapped employees.
bro. That's terrible.
Yeah, like I
That's
remember when I
fucking
was told
terrible.
that. Like I remember hearing about that when he was like saying it at the table, and I was low key kind of angry. I didn't even ask him anything. I was just sitting there, just waiting to see what else he would say. And he was saying how they would treat him bad over there, like throw stuff at him and all that sort of stuff. And he moved here to Walmart instead.
Oh, was Walmart like a better form?
I guess so.
Would you
And
say?
like, yeah, I'd say so. Like I don't remember anybody throwing stuff at him there. I say it's a lot nicer because there's like certain girls that would work there, and he would always flirt with them, and it would always be really funny because they just go along with it. And he would say he has like 4 girlfriends and stuff.
It's more
Yeah,
pussy than type.
yeah. He's like, yeah, I have another girlfriend, and then we also had older women working with us. So then they would be like, "What do you mean you have another girlfriend? I thought there was another one the other week." But he's like, "You have two." Then the older lady who's in her like 70s, she'd be like she was like, "That's not okay. You can't have more than one girlfriend." And he's like, "Why not?" you know?
Or like he's drowning in bitches.
Yeah, he's drowning in coochie, and it's funny
He is,
because
bro.
like he also liked rap music, and he was like one of the only people that kind of listened to it there because everybody else was listening to other genres. They listened to like country, old rock stuff like Journey and all that, and he would be the only one listening to rap music. But his rap music was different. He listened to Travis Porter.
Who? I don't know
Travis
who that
Porter.
is.
He's
I don't know who.
like an older trap artist, I think,
Oh, okay.
from like early 2000s.
Oh,
And he
okay. I
also
got
you know that Tootsie no, that's not it's not called Tootsie Roll. It's that song by D4L.
I don't. I'm not quite familiar
Oh,
with it, man. I'm not real hip
Laffy
hop.
it's called Laffy Taffy.
Oh, okay.
You know that like that one song is like let me see you Laffy Taffy.
Laughing. No,
Yeah.
man. I'm not real hip hop.
But I forgot what it was that he was listening to this one rapper or whatever, and then he was like, do you know who this is?" And I look at it, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know who that is." And he had no idea that the dude was dead. Like the rapper he was
For
listening to
real?
has been dead the
Oh,
whole time.
oh
And
wow.
what? And I feel like he's kind of a little like on the little insane side because he also mentioned he was like, "Yeah, man, I went to his concert last week, and I googled the
Uh,
same. I googled a rapper, and he's dead." Like, what do you mean you're at his concert?
he saw a ghost, man.
Like, dude somehow went to a dead dude's concert. I don't know if he was actually in a concert or if maybe the dude's family held like a concert for him or something. I don't know. He was talking about how he was at his concert.
What if it was like a body double?
He was scammed. Like he had no idea the dude was dead.
Yeah. You had no idea, man. Yo,
I don't even know.
yes.
Yeah,
I think we're coming on an hour.
an hour. Oh, we were gonna do 50 minutes.
Hour.
I guess you're doing an hour.
Bro,
Should
like
we?
it doesn't even feel like it's been that long.
Yeah, it was really. This is a very smooth episode, actually.
It was quite smooth.
Definitely smoother than the first one. I feel like it's because we already have the experience and we know what to do and expect in the second one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do feel like it is a lot smoother than the last one. Plus, it's only us, so like, yeah,
I still miss our other two homies, but I mean, if they want
yeah,
to be with their boyfriends and all that stuff, I don't mind. Let them do whatever.
yeah, man. Let them be with their boyfriends. Derek, fuck you. You're taking my hubby away.
Also, for some reason, while on this podcast, you know how I have that headache.
Yeah,
Like in my subconscious, I was thinking about this is not going to do anything. This headache is not going to go away. I'm not going to forget it's here until I
you
realize
forgot
what
it.
the heck. Like the headache is almost gone right now.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
like
You're
the
hanging out with
power
real
of
hip hop.
conversation. The power of conversation really makes you forget you're in pain.
Yeah, it does. And like,
It's,
I mean,
oh
I've been
man.
playing Dying Light 2 the entire time.
You're playing this at the same time.
Yeah, like the entire time. I've been playing
I
the
don't,
video game.
I don't even hear like the background noise anymore or anything.
Uh huh.
Like
Get wrecked.
usually when you're playing video games on call, I hear like zombie noises and like moaning in the background.
Well, the moaning's me, but yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh.
Okay, so Mr. Tyke, aka Matthew, with his boyfriend Derek, it says he said I won him over more, and I feel like he had me with taking his shirt off, and I feel like I'm supposed to ask him out. Like, what do you mean you're supposed to feel like you're supposed to ask him out? I feel like if you're taking their shirt off, you should have asked him out at that point.
Yeah. Derek, man, come on. Hang out with me, babe. I need you.
I'd say I am less of a thoughty person. I'm more to like a real relationship. Like I'd rather be in a relationship first before anything in that sort of level. That's
What
just me.
about what about like banging 5 bitches at once though?
85?
And no, like banging 5.
Oh, I thought you said like 85 at the same
No,
time. I was like, oh,
no,
he's animal. That is animal activity. Oh no, I honestly, if I think about the concept of having more than one person with you, I feel like it's kind of
like
this is not my thing. It's not my thing.
what's the concept called?
Uh,
Polyamory? Is that
yeah,
it?
probably. Yeah, it's like a full like relationship style. Yeah, that's what it is.
Like open relationships and shit. Like 5 bitches at once.
Honestly, I don't even care about that. I feel like if you want to do that, do what you want to
You
do.
know,
It's
like
not my
I mean
problem.
shit, like if both parties are perfectly fine with it, then I see nothing wrong with it.
If y'all are rolling with it, go with it.
Exactly.
If y'all try to have a little crowd living with each other, be the crowd. It's
Exactly.
never too crowded.
There's nothing wrong with an occasional orgy with all your friends.
Exactly, that's right. Just like that Stephen King book. Yeah, that there's something very wrong with that book. Stephen
Yo,
King needs help.
yo, bro, like you should definitely watch Terrifier 2 though. Like that shit's
I'm not
crazy.
gonna watch that. I am paranoid about that.
Watch it, bro. Don't be scared.
Dude, I am pussy.
Bro, like, do you know what I fucking saw, bro? Like it made me turn the shit off for a minute.
Dude, I don't even want to know. I feel like
Bro,
I'm gonna throw up then.
he tore this guy's penis off.
He did?
He tore a guy's penis off.
In the film, that actually happened.
Yes.
I don't even know if I want to watch it anymore.
A guy,
Like I feel
like I think he got stabbed in the dick and then like he tore it off and shit.
that. Oh, that is sus. Why is the director spending so much time, like
And like he
making
fucking like
penis scenes?
smushed the penis against the car window.
Oh, that actually sounds really. That actually sounds kind of enticing in a way. I want to know what it looks like.
Bro, 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 I'll send screenshots of mine. Oh shit, no, I won't. I can't do
I
that.
why?
I
Were you
can't,
watching it on like Hulu or something?
bro. I said I'd send you screenshots of my penis, bro.
Oh,
He said, "Why, bro? Why can't you, man? I want to see it.
All right, man.
I caught
All right.
you."
Wait. How long has this been? It's been I think
Like
it's
an
been like
hour, over
no,
an
it's
hour.
like an hour plus. It's we started at 7:24. It is 8:29 right now. That's like an hour and like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, like shit. That's good though.
You know what? Should we just end it right now?
Yeah, yeah, bro.
All right, and I mean end the podcast, not end it together like on some suicide pact activity.
Yeah,
I gotta choose
yeah.
my word carefully.
I
Oh,
mean, I mean, we can like go see the screen on the next one, and then
yeah,
like
turn
commit
over.
suicide together.
Go see the screen. Go see the screen to commit suicide afterward.
Exactly. I can't take it, man.
All right, so I guess we will end the podcast on this note. Our homies are still busy hanging out with their boyfriends and whatnot. Um,
Yeah, I need to chew them out later.
this was a very successful podcast episode.
Extremely.
Honestly, I just got up out of bed after this all, and I feel slightly uneasy now. That headache thing had me by the balls right now still.
It's squeezing you.
It has me in a chokehold. It
Get
has me in
off
a
your
Hulk
head.
Hogan chokehold. Get off of me, get off of me. I said no.
Uh,
Get off. All right. So this podcast episode is just brother Polarboiyeahz and brother Kazz. Can we get an amen in the podcast?
amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
All
Amen.
right. So we have finished. Dog breeder Jesus bless you all. We are out.
See ya.
We out of here. We out of here.